Hello, everyone. I'm so glad you're here for Mind Your Business Business Bites. We're here with another amazing speaker for our Business Bites Wednesday. Today, if you have been wondering, how do I get to the top of Google? How do I make sure that my SEO is optimized? What does SEO even mean, and why do I care? You are in the right place today. I need you to go tag a friend, grab your lunch, grab some coffee, and let's chat and chew about SEO. I have one of the most amazing guest speakers. He does a lot of work with me. I am so excited that he said yes to being here. Brenton David Nichols will be joining me shortly from JDS Marketing, and you are going to be blown away with the knowledge that he has and all of the ways that he can help you make your business successful. Let me just tell you this very quickly while you're grabbing all the things and inviting your friends, that marketing and sales are the two biggest components of building your business. If you want to have a viable business, if you want to stay in business long term, marketing is critical. And so if you're going to put your money anywhere, it needs to go into marketing. Marketing is going to help you get your brand out there, get your name out there, and really bring in the clients you're looking for. So JDS Marketing has a full package. He's only talking today about the SEO because that is one of the most critical pieces. So without further ado, let me bring Brent to the stage with me so that you can meet him for yourself. And we have some fun things for you today. So welcome, Brenton David. How are you?
Thank you. I'm doing amazing. Thank you for that introduction, Holly. You're awesome. It's a pleasure working with you. It's a pleasure doing business. I'm just glad to be here. So thank you very much.
I'm so excited. I think that one of the questions I asked him before we started is, does he find it that people find it difficult to realize the value of marketing until they really start working with him? And I know as a business coach, that's one of the biggest challenges I have as well. And or people will find themselves in a position and then they come back and say, oh, I need your help. So I think you probably struggle with that as well. Would you say that's the case, Brent?
100%, Holly. So I constantly am coming in contact with businesses that say, oh, yeah, I don't, no one ever looks at my website and I'm just all word of mouth and my reputation is good. And I don't need that. Well, okay. McDonald's needs it. Walmart needs it. Every major corporation, they need it because they need to be top of mind. So for the small businesses, while they're not at the scale yet, they still need to be top of mind and to be present. And that I just throw the McDonald's idea out there because they do a really great job of marketing. So does Coca-Cola. So does those. Not that I'm promoting those products right now. I'm just saying from a marketing standpoint, they really got their act together. And we could take all the learnings and all the great companies and major corporations and bring them on a scale where it really does help these small to medium-sized businesses that we're growing, and they do make an impact. I mean, that's the backbone of the economy right now. And we've got to get, the word out there that, these businesses are really offering great products. They're offering exceptional service, but no one knows about them because they're not being found online.
And that's critical because I think for me, somebody that just feels like online can become overwhelming. It's like, but where else are they going to find you today? I mean, I get mailers, but That's not where I'm finding people, is online, hands down.
Well, Holly, people are resistant to change, right? So the internet's been new since 1982. Um, that's still relatively new, right? Everyone remembers that. Yeah, right. Okay, that's that was in our lifetime. That was in our lifetime.
Yes.
And so things have just changed, and they changed so rapidly just in the last 3 to 4 years. Just everything, not just marketing, because now we're getting into the technology and that age of, really human evolution, really. It's we're right on the cusp, and it's going to double, triple, quadruple. And technology moves fast. It always has. So we just need to rethink our learning, rewire our brains, and succeed.
Yeah, absolutely. I love it. So Brent brought us an amazing couple of things that we're going to share with you. So we're going to share with you a video, and then I'll let you jump into your presentation if that's all right.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it, Holly. Thank you. And
All
again,
right.
I'm really appreciative to be partnered with you and to be on this together. Thank
Oh,
you.
I'm so excited. Here we go.
David. He runs an awesome business, but Algo, the mighty Google algorithm, favors his competitors, making it hard for David to grow. He knows that not being in the top 3 of search results means he's losing 80% of his customers to his competitors. That's why he decided to use our top-rated Google Business Profile optimization service. With David's guidance, we sprung into action to optimize his profile to speak Algo's language. By regularly updating his business profile with weekly posts, questions, new images, responding to reviews, and more, we quickly got Algo's attention. And by using our review tools, David was able to get a steady stream of 5-star Google reviews. Trust was formed between the two, and finally, David had tamed the mighty Algo, got his business to the #1 spot of Google, and his business is booming. Are you ready to tame Algo together?
Thank you.
Awesome. Hold on one second. I think that really sums everything up. I love that.
Yeah, it's important. I don't know about me with the cape on. It's not exactly like that, but it's we like to help,
Yeah,
and we know we can.
absolutely. Absolutely.
I think it all starts, Holly, with just a little understanding and education of what's going on out there, right? What is a Google business profile? Everyone knows what their website is, but their Google business profile is Google's version of their homepage, right? It's really a powerful citation that is something that has developed trust over time, which we all know, know, like, and trust are the 3 factors in really any marketing. But trust is the selling factor. Know and like, you get the meeting and you get to present, but trust is the buy, right? So right here, if you're in the top 3 of these particular trust factors, the Google business profile is a citation. If you are known in there, you're trusted. People buy from people who trust. So that's why it works. So what it is, citation. And it's the Google's version of citation. And it's Google collects all this data. You may have one of these and not even know, because that's how powerful it is. If Google understands that you're a business doing business, and you've got some like a location, or you've got some other citation, maybe it's a Yelp or another directory that you're on, Google will create one of these for you, because that's what it wants to do. It wants to bring all the searching to its platform and not go elsewhere, right? Your website is elsewhere. Google still likes to show those because website SEO is also powerful. But this particular instance of SEO is the one I want to talk to, because I feel it's the most powerful and impactful for small to medium businesses that are local search intent. right, is that Google business profile. There's a lot of aspects of SEO, a lot of aspects of marketing. This particular feature is so powerful. And that's what I wanted to showcase today, Holly. So
Awesome.
that's the what is a Google business profile. So you've all searched the internet. This is roughly what it looks like, right? You've got up there, you've got paid ads, right? Pay-per-click ads. And if you're managing a Google Ads account, or if you've run Google Ads, you know how competitive that can be. And also, if your website's not optimized and you actually get the click based on the keyword that you purchased, you're just going to ring up a huge bill, right? And, you know, Google can take your money very quickly if you don't know what you're doing in that top section. The map pack, as we call it, right? Local map pack, that is organic search, right? That is you just putting the effort into the things that Google is looking for online, right? And when you do it correctly, and when you do it, you know, in a manner within Google's guidelines, right? Make sure you're following all the rules, right? Google rewards you, and simply they put you above all the other businesses, your competitors. You listed in here, there's the facts right there. 80% of searches end up in here because it's trust. People know it, right? Now, you want to get in there. Websites, while important, you know, they're getting not for local intent, right? Websites more for education, and it's not really for conversion or for a sale. It's for learning. It's for a lot of other things. And nationally, yeah, super important to have your website SEO. Locally, not so much, because you're going to be pretty much trounced by the Google business profiles. So you can move on. Okay. So why is it crucial? Well, this is why. 90% of people find a business on Google. 90%. That's a lot, right? Now, just ask yourself, have you found a business on Google today? I mean, the answer is yes. 80% of those people pick the top 5 rankings. And 74% of them buy within 24 hours. Local intent, huge. And it can increase your revenue significantly. I'll go into a revenue slide in a little bit, but you can move on. So what are the expectations? Well, SEO takes time. You've heard that, right? Oh, SEO doesn't work. You've probably also heard that. Well, it does work. It takes consistency and persistence. Consistent, persistent, right? It's about the journey, right? You're already there, but you got to continue to get there, right? You need to do consistent work. And that's why a lot of these businesses fail, because you know what? They're worried about running their business, right? There's a lot of things that go into a business, and you know, marketing, yeah, that's one of them. But you know, this specific piece of marketing that requires, you know, the updates on the pictures, and you've got to actually put updates and you know, tag your website and make sure your categories are all good. And oh my gosh, I need reviews. Like, there is so much to this that it can get time consuming, right? And that's why people say, oh, well, it doesn't work. Well, it doesn't work because you didn't do it. That's why it didn't work, right? Because it works 100% of the time. And that's a fact. But here's the, you know, the timeline, right? 3 to 4 months, you can expect, you know, things are happening, right? 6 to 7 months, consistency, wow, really good. 12 months plus consistency, no one can touch you, right? So you need to jump on this ASAP, because 12 months isn't going to happen unless you wait 12 months. It's one of those things with time. It doesn't lie, and it's relentless, and you can't battle it. You know, it's like if you plant, you know, a seed, what do you expect to water it overnight and you're going to have a tree? Impossible. SEO, same way. It's the law of the farm. A lot of things hold this principle. Dieting, exercise. This principle is a just sound principle in general, right? But it takes time. So next. So this is just a little more graphical representation of the previous slide. You can see there are ups and downs. There always are, right? The Google algorithm likes to change. They like to reward great content, right? A Google algorithm update just started yesterday. It's expected to roll out for 2 weeks. What is it doing? It's trying to get rid of spammy content. There's SEO agencies out there that just make things for Google. That's not the intent. It never was the intent. The internet is for the people. You need to make content that actually is consumable for the person that offers value, right? You're not going to just keyword the crap out of something and expect it to hold its value. Google will find it and we'll shuffle it out. So there's friendly fire, right? You could have great content, but somehow you got tagged in the Google warfare there, and then you got to work it back. But you can do it, and that's what this is showing you right there. So next. So here's the Google Map Pack. If you click on the Google Map Pack, right, and not just the 3 that come on the first page, something like this will appear, right? And these studies have proven, with heat maps and with all the resources available with online tools, that these are the percentages. You have a 30% chance of being clicked at 1, 20% at 2, 15 at 3, and then it goes 10 on down from there. So it's, as long as you have a website that converts, you get this click. If they see what they wanted to see and what tells them that they're in the right place, you're going to convert. You're going to get more clients. Your revenue is going to increase. So businesses we love, right? Now, there are some businesses that SEO works better for, right? Because let's get real. It's a search intent mechanism, right? So what are people searching for, right? People search for the medical practitioners, dentists, dermatologists, plastic surgeons. Like, who is the best at impact surgery? Who is the best at stitches? Whatever. Who is the best at anything for a medical need? Medical gets high search volume, always has, right? Home service provider. You got a leaky pipe. What are you gonna do? I need my pipe fixed now. What are you gonna scroll to the 3rd page? No, you're gonna pick the first one, right? Fitness is big. Legal services is huge, right? Not everyone knows, a lawyer next door, right? So yeah, everyone says the word of mouth, but search intent, right? Emergency services, beauty businesses, and then a lot of miscellaneous stuff. So the SEO predictability and use cases is growing more and more and more. It's super important for almost every business. I'm talking right now specifically for the local search intent, which is the Google Business Profile, and then these work better. So now, how much does this stuff cost? All right. So there's tons of SEO agencies out there. I'm sure everyone's gotten, as soon as you create a website, you probably get hit with a ton of spammy stuff, because these guys are smart. They have programs. They can just reach out and crawl, fill out every contact form, and boom, they've got your email, and then they're going to spam the crap out of you, right? Is that the type of people you want to go in business? Those are the low end type of people, right? And then there's the boutique shops, that really pay attention, and it's high end. You typically get what you pay for, but industry standards from spammy, probably not going to know your name or pay attention to you, but offer you the minimum amount of service, to we have 1 or 2 clients, and we charge this much kind of thing, high end. That's what you're looking at. That's industry standard right there, $250 to $1,200 for local SEO. Website SEO is something entirely different. I'm not talking about that right now. But you can move on. This is a repeat slide. Sorry. All right, about me. Yay, JDS1 Marketing. All right. So we do this. This is what we love to do. We love to help, and we love to provide value. And be happy, be yourself, be your potential is, the core values within our office and our staff. And we have Monday mindset meetings, and we just want to help. So that's us in a nutshell. Our slogans are be kind to your future business. Right? Yeah, that's pretty good. And what is your online game plan? So we can go into a little bit more about us, if you don't mind, Holly. That's me and Jen. We are the owners of this company. We established in 2022, with the mindset of,
I found this on the web.
We are out to help people. Who are the people we want to help? We want to help the people that are striving to make a difference, right? Most small business owners are in their business because they're passionate about what they do, right? Mission-driven entrepreneurs. Right? That's who we're here to help. We are mission-driven entrepreneurs ourselves, right? And we understand that a community is the most important and most powerful thing. And if we can all do this together, then we'll all be stronger, right? So I'm a little off on a tangent on the slides here, but partnership, communication, transparency, radical transparency has always been my superpower. Even previous to the SEO agency, that's just something that we believe in, and it's helped us succeed. So, moving on. What do you do? How do you get it? Well, you sign up. Expert team does the work. You get a monthly report, and you use our tools. Wow, that's it. We have a full service here, right? This is truly a turnkey. We need some input about what your business does, who you're looking to serve, and some access to your Google Business Profile. And then we go to work. That's it. All right. So the first month, 10 keywords, Google reviews. We make it easy for your customers. And citation building. Yeah, what's that? What's a citation building? Well, it's backlink. It's a popularity contest on the internet. Where is your website listed? Do you even know? Okay. Well, we will make sure it's listed in over 75 directories relevant to your particular industry, so Google understands you're an authority. Right? That's what citations are. Also, posts. Do you even know that you can update your Google Business Profile? Yeah. It operates very similar to a social media, where you can put posts and showcase particular pieces of work, or just even have like an ad, call to action and a special and things like that. So weekly updates for that. Google likes, and the citations, the reviews, and then the keywords is huge, because that's how initially you're getting found, that and location. So we make sure we put all that together. And that happens in month 1, and then move on. And then monthly, publish the updates, update posts. We respond to reviews or get reviews. We ask questions to your Q&A. Very important. A lot of people miss this. Q&A is something that comes up high in search, because people are asking questions, right? So that's a big miss that I find across the board with pretty much every client we've worked with. And then you get a report saying what's good, what's bad, what happened. Here's just some examples of some posts that we've put together. We have a highly professional, skilled copy team and creative team behind you. So just some examples. And then timelines, right? What can you really expect? I have this out to the 95-day mark, right? And you can see you've got the initial setup and you sign up, right? That's where a lot of your interaction is. And then we go to work on the citations, the reviews. That's ongoing and will be ongoing, because there's tons of citations. And the reviews, that'll never end. That's super, super, super important. And then the Google posts, service descriptions, authority building, reporting, image updating, Q&As, it all keeps on going. And over time, Google holds your particular Google Business Profile as an authority for what it represents. So how much does this cost? I know I went into the range of 250 to 1200. So our agency charges 650. And what you can expect is very easily double, tripling, quadrupling that investment over time, easily. And we do offer guarantees. Google doesn't offer guarantees, by the way, but JDS1 Marketing does. Over a consistent period of time, if for some reason the results aren't coming, we'll continue to work till they do. And that's in writing upfront, because we are that confident that this is such an important investment for you and your business that if for some reason it doesn't work, we'll just work for free because you deserve it. This needs to happen. It's sort of a entry level business requirement at this point. And we're happy to be your partner in doing so. Let me go back for a second. So these are called heat maps. You might as well, what the heck is all this? It's like, like a war zone up there, right? So this is every dot represents a mile radius, and in the middle is your business, right? Now, these are some before and after success stories from clients of ours. And what it is for the main keyword, we put together these heat maps of what they're searching for. So for instance, the top left corner, somewhere 15 miles outside his radius, he's in the red meaning, 10 and beyond, right? So that's nowhere near going to get clicked on. I think we saw earlier that's got less than 2% chance of getting clicked, right? So the red's less than 2%. As it gets green and yellow, you get a higher percentage of that person finding you in that area for your keyword. And it's a graphical representation that I feel is powerful. It makes a little bit more sense when put graphically. So that's what that is. Yeah, and we got excellent reviews. You could check us out on Google. And we love our clients, and we definitely take pride in what we do, and we take it very seriously. It's your business. This is your baby. And, we thank you for trusting us. That's how we operate.
I love that. Thank you so much for that information. So I have a couple of follow-up questions, if that's okay.
100%.
So as you were talking, one of the biggest challenges I personally have is consistency. So how do you recommend that we build consistency?
So consistency is basically a result of your habits, right? So developing good habits is going to be at the base of all consistency. So if your habits aren't good, your consistency is going to fail, right? And the reason your habits aren't good is because you haven't really focused on maybe what your mission or your goal is. So it all comes into play. So to get the correct consistency, you first got to have your goal in mind. And then once you have your goal in mind, you develop habits to create that goal or to work towards that goal. And the consistency is a byproduct of both those two things linking up. As it relates to SEO, I want to be found for X amount of, for X service. Okay. Let's say I'm a plumber and what I do is hot water heaters. So my goal is to be the #1 hot water heater provider in this area. You take a look at what you are, you understand that now you need to post pictures of hot water heaters. You need to keyword for, broken hot water heaters, keyword for certain manufacturers of water heaters, put Google business profile content about hot water heaters. Those are now the habits, and they're going to be consistent because you've already made the goal of what you're going to do. So it's those little things, but thank you.
I love that. And so when you talk about consistency as far as like posting to your Google business, making sure it's updated, what should that look like as far as because consistency to me may look a little different than consistency to you, which may not mirror what Google wants at all. So when we say consistency, what is kind of the algorithms looking for?
Okay. So that's a great question. And specifically what the algorithm favors is at least one Google post per week, right? It favors that, right? So you got to stay within that balance. You can do one per day. I don't know if it's going to buy you anything more or less in the search results, but one per week certainly is going to be the ticket. As far as photos go, what they don't like to see is a bunch of batches and then nothing, and then a bunch more batches and then nothing, because that just shows Google that there's no real rhyme or reason, right? It likes a little bit of a flow, right? I've received, 70, 80 pictures from a client and then metered them posting to their Google business profile specifically so Google could see that we are consistent, not putting all 70 of them on at one time. There's not a good bang for your buck there. Now you got to make sure you put them on there, and you got to make sure they're geotagged, optimized, and high res, because then they're never going to get shown. You also got to put alt tags behind them to make sure they're shown in the searches versus just an image, and all that can happen within the Google Business Profile Optimization Program.
Okay, awesome. And you talked about keywords. So how do we determine the right keywords?
That's a very good question. It starts with your services, right? What services do you provide? And specifically, what services do you provide at the correct profit margins? Right. So you could provide a service that you're not making any money off of. Right. So I work with some clients that, this is for instance, a client that does, it's a chauffeur service. Right. But they're looking for packages, I wanted to, wedding packages, tours, not necessarily trips to the airport, right? So we can optimize for trips to the airport and churn a lot of trips to the airport, but it's just going to make a lot of busy work, right? So you got to pick your keywords around a profitable business item or service that you provide, right? And that's your number one, right? Yes, you're gonna want to rank for all your services, but you got to start with what you really want to be found for and what you really want to be optimized for. And then there's a lot of strategies behind that.
I really like that. That's a great example. Great example. Thank you so much for sharing that. And one last question I have. So you were talking about SEO for your Google profile. What is the difference between that and the SEO for your website? Isn't it the same thing?
It is not. It is actually very different. The website SEO is straight up your website. What that means is, what Google sees, your H1 tags, your title, your meta description, the content, make sure it's over 500 characters, the image and the image quality, the schema behind it, which is some HTML code. There are things in the website SEO that don't come into play at all in the Google Business Profile, right? And while they work hand in hand, you got to make sure on your Google Business Profile that website link links to the page of the location that you're trying to rank for, right? Linking to your homepage might not be the best strategy, but linking to the page either the service page that you're trying to rank for or the location page that you're trying to rank for is more powerful, because Google will see synergies across the keywords on your website and the keywords on your local business profile, and will end up boosting you up. So they do hand in hand. You can do one without the other, but at the very least, I tell all my clients, because the local business, that local SEO is at a cheaper price point, just because the labor intensiveness of the website SEO. Some people just, I don't want to work on that yet. Well, we need access at least to the landing page that we're trying to work with, if we're not going to redo the whole thing, or we need to guide you to do it yourself, because it does come into play.
That's so good. So they work together. So you shouldn't just work on one or the other, but really working on them together. That's great. So we
Indeed.
did have a question come in, and it says, is Google the go-to search engine compared to other search engines?
It is. So it's got like 90% of the market share. Bing's, the other 8, and then 2%, whatever. But what I can tell you is the AI is coming into play, right? So, we're asking ChatGPT a lot of things now, right? There's still, and I was just looking at this yesterday because this came up, 8.5 billion Google searches daily. And it's still averaging all of that, like daily, right? Now, and it goes down from there. And that takes, a large percentage of the market share. If you take ChatGPT and the data that's been recently published, that has 15 million searches a day. It's catching up, not really, but it's starting to, right? And so those search engines are important, especially in certain industries. So what we do is we make sure we optimize for intent that gets found in the AI generative overviews.
Oh, good. Okay.
And that way we come up in those searches too.
That makes a lot of sense. That was a great question. Thank you for asking that question. So awesome. Well, we are at our time. And so I just want to say thank you so, so much. As I have shared with you guys every week, I vet the people that are on here, right? I'm not bringing people that I don't personally know and work with. And I can tell you that I just really love the integrity that Brent works with, and Brent and Jen both. I know that they have a full service marketing suite that they can support you with. You are in good hands. That I will say, you are in good hands. And you may say, well, I want to go with the cheaper firms, and that is fine. I understand if you're a new business owner, but really, 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 I want you to think about marketing as your largest line item for your business, because marketing is going to generate the biggest bang for your buck, right? Your ROI on marketing is going to come back. And if it's not, then you're with the wrong marketing firm, right? You really, really need to be there. One thing I can truly say is that Brent, I've seen his contracts. He does stand behind the, if you're not seeing business, we're going to work with you till you do. We're going to make this right. And you don't see that a lot. And quite honestly, some of the other prices that I've seen come in from people in other areas, it just 650 is not a lot. So I really, really, really want to encourage you guys, go out, check out JDS Marketing Solutions, and just see if there's anything there. They've got great information on their website. Go check them out. Sign up for their information. He's on all social media platforms. He gives great information on his reels. So go check them out.
Thank you.
All right.
Appreciate
Awesome. Thank you all for joining. I really appreciate you guys coming, and really thank you all for being here. We truly appreciate it. We'll see you next week.
Thanks.
Thank you.